When masonry gets wet, it gets cold, and cold walls mean cold buildings as heat escapes much more readily. Protect your home from penetrating damp and increase the thermal resistance of masonry with StormDry. Governments around the world have set ambitious targets to reduce carbon emissions from buildings over the coming decades. Even now, the housing stock in many countries has a high proportion of buildings with solid brick or stone walls, which are difficult to insulate conventionally. When these walls get wet through rain penetration, they become less effective at keeping heat in, and as the climate is getting wetter in many countries, this is becoming a serious problem. Cavity wall insulation is not possible in this type of construction. Internal insulation can be impractical and take up valuable floor space, and external insulation can be costly and unattractive. Rain penetration can even lead to heat loss in cavity walls, particularly when they are filled with older forms of insulation, which transmit heat more readily when wet. So what can be done? StormDry prevents rain penetration and is scientifically proven to reduce heat loss in masonry construction with an energy saving of up to 29%, all in one single coat application. Before StormDry can be applied, the selected area of masonry must be dry and clean. Any necessary remedial repointing should be carried out to create a crack-free surface. For best results, a StormDry repointing additive should be incorporated in the repointing mix. StormDry is supplied in 5-litre tubs, which typically cover 25 square metres of masonry each. Application can be carried out with a brush, roller, powered roller or by airless spray. The white cream is applied and covered areas are easy to see. The cream then sinks in, penetrates the brickwork and becomes colourless. The darkened tone of the brickwork will lighten over the next 24 to 48 hours. The unique silane siloxane cream formula penetrates much deeper into the wall than liquid applied products, ensuring all surface cracks are covered, giving maximum protection from penetrating damp. As StormDry cures, the water-repellent molecules line the pores of the masonry and bond to create a barrier against moisture. As the pores are not blocked, the walls can still breathe. Scientific studies have shown that wet bricks transfer heat twice as quickly as dry bricks. The application of StormDry creates warmer walls. By keeping walls dry, StormDry can protect against unsightly moss and algae growth, as these organisms need to draw moisture from the wall in order to grow. For best results, the affected wall should be treated with a suitable Soluguard biocide 2 to 3 days prior to the application of StormDry. Any residual moss or algae should be removed from the wall with a stiff brush before applying the masonry protection cream. Because StormDry is resistant to rain and ultraviolet light, it provides considerably longer lasting protection against moss and algae than would be provided by using a biocide alone. In addition, StormDry can be used to protect concrete and clay roof tiles against unsightly moss and algae growth. StormDry can provide an effective flood barrier as part of a flood-resilient system. Before application, any cracks in the walls should be repaired and a suitable mortar mix incorporating StormDry repointing additive number 2 should be used to repoint all mortar courses up to the flood design height. With high vapour permeability, StormDry also allows walls to dry out quicker after flooding occurs than if they had been treated with conventional coatings. With no visual alteration to the existing brick or stonework finish and one simple application, StormDry creates an invisible flood barrier with the minimum of disruption. Stormdry is a result of over 10 years research and development by Safeguard Europe and has been proven to outperform competing products. Stormdry's unique formula has been extensively tested on a variety of masonry, including a wide range of bricks, stonework and concrete. Protect your home from penetrating damp and increase the thermal resistance of masonry with Stormdry. Advanced masonry protection.